Hey guys, so today's video is going to be my full coverage foundation routine. If you kind of have been watching my channel, you know that I don't wear foundation every day. I finally found a full coverage foundation routine that I love for if I just want that flawless complexion or if I'm going out or something like that. I finally found it. Thank the Lord. And I'm also going to go ahead and tell you I'm using a drugstore foundation. It's the Revlon Colorstay foundation for combo oily skin in fresh beige. And I feel like I have some explaining to do because I've always, since I started my channel, said I hated the Colorstay foundation because I tried it probably like a year ago. And I absolutely hated it then. I don't know what it was about the foundation, but it was just freaking horrible. But recently I just went and picked it back up and I tried it again and I was like, oh my gosh, I love it. Like, I don't know, the coverage, the finish, how long it stays on, it's just been really amazing. And the concealers I use have been great too. I've been trying out new ones and the ones that I show you today have been amazing. So I'll show you my foundation, concealer, blush, and bronzer, and I think that's all I show you. So if you're interested in seeing how I get this full coverage face, then just keep watching. Okay, so I have applied my skincare products. If you want to know what they are, I will put them in the down bar. But I don't know if you guys can tell, my face is lighter than my chest because I do self-tan. And the foundation I'll be using today is the Revlon Colorstay foundation. This is in Fresh Beige. And this is for combination oily skin. So put it on the back of my hand. I had like a completely horrible experience the first time I used this foundation and put it on the back of my hand because it like all came out and I was like, oh my god. Okay, so I'm taking my crown brush. This is like a buffer brush. I don't know exactly what they call this. There's not a name on it, but it is from Crown Brush. I'm just going to put it in the foundation. And I don't use a primer because I have never found a primer that I like at all and that actually does what it's supposed to. So no primer for me, but just going to put this on my skin lightly underneath the eyes. And I kind of work in sections with this foundation because like everybody says it does dry super fast, and I have hairs like sticking to my foundation. So working pretty quickly with this. Put a little bit more on the back of my hand. And doing the same. Opposite side. And like I don't know if I said this, but I don't do this every day. This is just when I want a flawless finish, and I like this a lot. Blend down to your neck so I don't have any lines. A little bit on the ears. Probably looks like I'm like killing my eyeballs, but I promise I'm not. Then my forehead, I just kind of buff it all out down my nose. I promise I'm not like super tugging my face. It just looks like because this brush is so dense. It's like crazy. So this foundation is really great at covering, but I still see some redness peeking through. And if you have like acne or something, or you have a recent breakout, then you would want to put a concealer on top. What I'm going to do is I'm taking my Dermablend concealer. This is in Sable. I love this for my redness. I got this just last week and I've been loving it. So I'm going to apply this on the back of my hand as well. And I'm going to use that same brush. Shedding, hate that. And I'm going to apply it on my cheeks and just blend it. Most of my redness is on my cheeks, but I'll take any excess I have and just put it in my T-zone because I get red in my T-zone also. So, but this is a really fantastic concealer. I love it a lot. Like I said, take any excess, go kind of on my T-zone. Just like that. Okay, so that part's done. And now we're going to do under eye concealer. And for that, I'm using my Amazing Cosmetics Amazing Concealer. This is in light golden. It's obviously my favorite concealer for underneath the eyes. I'm going to do one eye and show you the difference because it's insane. So, do this. I'll do this eye first. Oh god, that's way too much. Oh no. I'm taking my ring finger and I'm just going to blend this. I always tell you guys to pat your concealer, so again, pat your concealer in. It just covers a lot better. It just looks better, so. But I am going to kind of take a little bit into a triangle just so I get that highlight effect. And take a little bit up like that. Then just pat. Don't forget to go in the inner parts of your eye. I kind of switch out between my middle finger and my ring finger when patting this in because one finger usually has a lot of product on it and the other one's usually pretty clean. So, I don't know, I mix and match and it tends to blend it in really nicely, so. I'll put a little bit of this on my nose too. I like the tip of my nose to be highlighted as well. Then I'm going to take that same brush I used for my foundation and just kind of blend any edges, and I'm also going to pat in it as well. So, can you see the difference? Isn't it weird? I can see the difference, and to me it freaks me out. But I think, like, I'm looking at the camera behind in the mirror and it looks so creepy. But it like completely brightens and like lightens that under eye area. It just looks so nice. It makes you look so awake. So I'm going to do the other eye real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, so now that both eyes are concealed, I'm going to go ahead and go in with my Makeup Forever HD powder with my e.l.f. blush brush. And I'm going to set my concealer. So just underneath the eyes, around the cheeks where we put the Dermablend, T-zone, all of that. Basically anywhere we put concealer, we want to set it. So. Like that. Okay, now I'm going in with one of my favorite powders. This is the Physicians Formula Cover Talks 10 powder. I've talked about it a lot. It's just one of my favorites. And I'm just going to set the rest of my foundation with this. Just so everything is nice and put in place. I hate it when brushes shed. It gets on my nerves. Okay, now onto bronzer. My favorite bronzer lately I've been just loving is the MAC Mineralize Skin Finish and Give Me Sun. And I'm going to take this Sedona Lace brush. This is the 813. And I'm just going to tap the excess. I'm just going to apply this to my cheeks, right below my jaw, and up to the tops of my forehead. So, right here. And top of the forehead. Now, I don't know if you guys can see a difference on camera, but it's definitely bronze and looks a lot more defined to me, and I think it just looks better. So, to the other side. And just be careful with this skin finish because it is pretty pigmented, so you don't want to put too much bronzer on your face because it can also look a little orange because this bronzer does have like an orange tint to it. So, I'm also going to drag it underneath on my neck. Then, of course, I have to put on my favorite blush. This is the Rimmel London Autumn Catwalk. I love this blush. I've mentioned it a ton of times in my videos, my favorites and all that stuff. Okay, just taking the blush brush, and I'm just going to pop that on my cheeks, just to add some color. Then, taking this Eco Tools, I'm just going to kind of blend those two together, and that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like the video if you liked it and subscribe for future ones, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!